Huge applause all around the ground here at Marcusi for the New Zealand haka, respected also by the women's Eagles. But they sense that this could well be their day. What do you reckon, Sue?
Big game. There may not be anything riding on it in terms of semi-finals, but a huge game. This is a very, very proud New Zealand team, steeped in history, and a very proud US team. These are two of the former winners of the tournament, both playing for pride here, so you can expect both teams to come out of the blocks, both teams to be desperate to win this game.
White captain ready? Women's
Eagles won the tournament way back in 1991.
Black captain, all set?
4 times the Black Ferns have taken the trophy home. But it's not going to be in 2014, so let's settle down and see how this game develops.
Roll out, Black.
The Eagles in very quickly. Josie Seng, the scrum half. Former basketball and tennis player in high school. So many crossover players in this USA side, just as in the men's 15s and 7s as well. Of course, the coaches can draw on athletes from the various universities and invite them for a taster session, and so many have made the crossover. Not the least, of course, the poster boy of American rugby these days, the sprinter Carlin Isles. Some of these Eagles, they're no slouches either, are they, Sue?
That's absolutely right. It's been the same in the women's game as the men. Jessica Javelet is the women's equivalent of Carlin Isles, coming over and playing in the 7th break. Maybe one day we'll steer on the 15s pitch as well.
Wanesha McGee sees her kick fall short. Salika Winyata from the Kiatoa RFC in the Manawatu region of North Island. Plenty of pace and very deceptive is Winyata, as indeed is Bui Baravilava, whose hometown is Honolulu on Hawaii.
7 Black, roll.
It's going to be quite a contest for possession. The Americans, the tallest and the heaviest on average per player in the competition. Song leaves it for Katie Augustine, formerly a goaltender for the Northeastern Huskies before she picked up a rugby ball. Just love the names of these American teams. Not a bad kick from Wanesha McGee.
Stop, Black. Stop.
Baravilava collects. Almost evades the clutches there of New Zealand number 7, Justin Levere.
Number 11. Number. Do you have my mark, Helen?
Yeah, the call's going the way of the US in the early exchanges. New Zealand giving away penalties in front of the kicker there. Infringement of the breakdown prior to that.
Scrum. Penalty kick there, or scrum? Where was kick from?
The option is a
Scrum chosen.
A penalty or a scrum closer to the New Zealand try line in midfield. And this is where we will see whether that confidence in the USA is reflected in the scrum.
Well, they obviously fancy a chance, fancy a go at the New Zealand scrum. The US to take that option rather than to kick for territory and have a go at the line out.
Crouch.
Well, it's interesting in these opening minutes even to see Wanesha McGee sometimes dropping back to the full-back position, and Maya Bitzer wearing 15 coming up to take her place just behind the scrum, as we see her there with her head here to the right of the scrum.
Yeah, we've seen the US backs in this tournament being very interchangeable. Baravilava was 15 in the last game, moving up to 13 this time.
And interestingly, Seng, the scrum half, going immediately to Maya Bitzer, the fullback, have a word. She's standing back where you normally find the first 5 or the outside half or the fly half. So it's a set move.
Crouch.
It's a two playmakers on either side of the scrum here for the States.
Set.
With Manisha McGee, the fullback, out on the left wing. Ball starts though with the scrummage. It's a little untidy.
Black it out. Hands away.
New Zealand swarm through, but it's there.
Back, play on.
Claimed initially by Hope Rogers, the tight head prop. This is the loose head, Sarah Shobot from the Glendale Raptors. Very aggressive player.
Back, play on.
That is Kimberly Rosier, another Glendale Raptor. New Zealand in one ordered phalanx across the field, neatly taken by Emma Jensen, the New Zealand scrum half, going backwards.
Take it back. Oh.
Brazier's kick finds McGee, neat little step from the winger. Beats the first player. And here come USA through Kimberly Rosier in that distinctive white headband. Leaves it for the forwards. Hope Rogers deep into New Zealand 22 here. The flank forward, Linnell Kugler. USA there in numbers. They're going off their feet. Have to be more disciplined than that.
Yeah, New Zealand competing well at the breakdown in the end. Holding on there, and there's New Zealand, Casey Robertson trying to wrest that ball off Linnell Kugler, who's been such an outstanding player for the US so far in this tournament.
Casey Robertson wearing 8. There she is in the background. Having a stern word, I should think, with her colleagues. I don't think she mixes her words, Casey Robertson.
White's good right there.
No, she's been
Black
such an
right here.
inspirational player for New Zealand for the
Line
last
with you.
few years.
Don't step in,
Even
get line with you.
after the cosh against England, a couple of series playing England away in England, she's been one of the standout players even when New Zealand have been
Play on.
behind. So one of the
Right
players
there.
you'd expect to be standing up to be counted today when the squad's so disappointed.
New Zealand trying to put that disappointment behind them. This is Amelia Rule, one of the best centres in women's rugby, but she was well marshalled by Ireland on Tuesday.
Stop, White.
The Irish had certainly looked at the videos, pored over the videos for days on end, and spotted some weaknesses in that New Zealand setup. Here she is again, brushing the side. The half-hearted effort of Ruth McKay, the loose head prop.
Turnover.
It's there though for USA. Good defensive effort. They managed to turn the ball over just outside their own 22.
Take him back.
McGee
Inside.
got a good boot on her. Just over the head of Robertson into midfield. Winyata, first touch of the ball for Claire Richardson. Her first start. This is Rule. This is Manuel. Taken by
White out.
Sadie Anderson. New Zealand tucking down the left.
Step. Step.
Still they come. Rule once more. They call her the Ma Nonu of women's rugby. That's unfair of her, I think. She is Amelia Rule. Robertson. Brazier. Little offload, good angle being shown here, lovely hands. Bringing in Tiara Fox. That's Robertson. And the USA have it all to do here. The long pass out, Manuel had called for the ball. That's the opening try, and that will settle the nerves for the Black Ferns.
Yeah, Manuel using all of her experience there, drifted wide. She could see the US defence very, very tight in. She looked up and saw a big space, hugging the touchline, called to Kelly Brazier, who put a very, very good pass in. So she had her part to play in it as well, but very well played from Manuel. This is the pass there from Brazier. Missed those two players out, holding the US defence in, and it was a lovely flat ball, so by the time it was in Manuel's hands, there was no stopping her getting over the gain line.
Try for New Zealand by Juliana Manuels, number 30.
So Brazier, her first kick of the match.
She's scared of your hands.
29 points in the tournament so far, just inside the USA 22. Creeps inside the far upright. The 5 becomes Sam. New Zealand are on the scoreboard.
Yeah, good controlled start from New Zealand. Withstood a little bit of early pressure from the US. Built the phases there. Move the ball into the wide open spaces, and it's very, very easy this game when you do that.
Robertson. There's a run.
Roll wide.
Just correcting myself here. Hirimi, of course, is out on the right.
No, wait. Got it.
Just
Simple error
lost.
from McGee, wasn't it?
Casey Robertson still calling the shots from the base of the scrum there.
Fine.
That's Linnell Kugler. Last down for the US of A. Brazier. Rule looking to come in on the angle, taken by 2 American Eagles defenders. As New Zealand drive over the ball.
Back. Hands away.
Referee Turnbull from Canada happy that the ball didn't go forward. Brazier again. Winiata. Sylvia Broughton didn't take the dummy. Brazier brought to ground unceremoniously. And this is Sadie Anderson tracking back for the US of A.
Good kick from Emma Jensen. She's always used the kicking game well, often quite low kicks from 9. Not typical boxing, but very, very well placed over the head of Sadie Anderson.
She's in. Nothing in the air.
Climbing high was Carmen Farmer. Stands at 6 feet 1 inches tall. Stockinged feet. A lot of shouting. A bit of screaming as well. Robertson 8 on 8, taken by the American captain Kate Daly. It's a lovely pass out wide from Amiri Rule to Winiata. Good hit on her. But the try is there for New Zealand and for Claire Richardson.
So simple when it's done well. This is what we really haven't seen from New Zealand so far this tournament. The slick, long passes that they're known so well for, and then the final pass from Winiata to Richardson there, and no one can stop Richardson from there. A couple of chances they had in the last set of games against Ireland, just like that they didn't take. Today they're taking them. It's all too late, but good to see the New Zealand backline back on the ball.
Yeah, she came in as a replacement late on against Ireland and has kept the shirt, Claire Richardson. Albeit at the very last minute, moving across from the right to the left to accommodate Hani Hirimi. So Brazier, difficult kick for her. Right out on the far touchline. To make it 2 converted tries to 0. Got a little bit under the kick there in the ball, so the score remains at 12 to 0.
Yeah, took more kicking to see than ball there, but New Zealand here showing the power of turnover ball. The defence isn't ready for this. Casey Robertson managed to squeeze it out, finding the balls in Miniata's hands. That simple 2-on-1. Possible to defend from there.
Jensen finding Ituno.
Rolling wide out.
He's moved across to 6 for this match. Brazier.
No hand wide.
You have to stop Casey Robertson early on before she picks up a head of steam. Brazier thought she'd spotted a gap, but that gap has been filled by Bui Paravilava. Started at fullback against Kazakhstan in the midweek.
I'm back.
Pressure being applied by the Black Ferns.
No black.
Shooting untidy ball, scrappy possession for the Americans. Good call from Katie Augustine, the hooker, but it's spilt. And quickly up comes Rule to Brianna Manuel, sidesteps two tacklers.
Point advantage.
Chilton Potter was the American number 6 with the covering tackle.
Nothing happening. Hands there. No advantage.
Oh, it's turning into a good game.
White scrum.
Yeah, knock-on. That looks suspiciously forward, that flat pass, but certainly there was a knock-on out of the contact here. But New Zealand had the ball because Casey Robertson again turned the ball over in contact. It's been everywhere so far this game, Casey Robertson.
On the tight head for New Zealand, it's Stephanie Teohara Fox.
Find. Set.
Played for the Wasps in England a couple of seasons ago.
Free kick white. Early drive.
Quickly taken by Kate Daly, the American captain. She's in danger for a second there, becoming isolated. Support here from Shobot. Would you believe that she used to be a fly half at one time?
Still advantage white.
It's advantage to the USA. Rozier. It's a speculative kick downfield. Sherry Turnbull will call them back for the original offence.
Yeah, penalty advantage for the US. No advantage from that kick there, so they get a chance to have another go at it. Kick for touch, get some territory. Looks like Fiao Farmasili getting a little bit of treatment for New Zealand. They'll need to keep her on the pitch as captain.
The USA put in a good performance against Ireland, but were undone eventually. It's only 3 points to 17.
Hold the ball.
Patched up there is the captain, Fa Amosili.
Time's up. All good? All set, white. White! I haven't called time in yet. Time's in.
Cool of the day here at Marcus is 17 minutes of play. Black Ferns lead by 12-0. He's stolen that one. That's right.
So much movement in that US line that they almost confused themselves, didn't they? Didn't quite know where it was going in the end. So advantage to New Zealand. And Casey Robertson again with her hands on the ball.
Yeah, looking to open the door there for
Fine.
the number 7.
Off the foot, play on.
Justin Levere. Rule. Big hits coming in on her from Mia Bitzer. 15. It's America's turn then to up the tempo here through Hope Rogers from the Pennsylvania State University. She's the tight head prop. Quickly into midfield. The Black Ferns defence is up very quickly.
Time's out, time's out. Time's out. Oh. Aye, aye, aye.
There's an injury to
Thanks very much.
one of the American players here.
Yeah, she fell very, very awkwardly, didn't she there, so she'll need some treatment.
Taking a heavy knock to the lower leg, to the ankle. Just trapped underneath the New Zealand player. Well, the medical support here has been second to none, as good as it is anywhere, really.
Captain?
Need to take their time. She definitely needs
Captain.
to go off. Chance for both teams to
Can you hear me?
both teams to regroup.
Just
Get some gas in there very, very quickly.
Number 8, I can't have her lying there, okay? I need that faster. Thanks.
Kate Daly, the USA captain, doesn't look as if she's going to
I'll
take
watch
any
that, but I'm
further
looking for an
part in
immediate roll,
this
okay?
game. She knew
All good. Thanks.
instantly that the injury was pretty serious. In the meantime, it's a chance for further running repairs to the captain, Fiao Faumasili. We can be rest assured that Kate Daly will have the best of attention, the medical attention, as you'd expect, it being the centre of excellence for French rugby. The medical support is superb.
Okay, best effort.
We've not had any serious injury in the tournament so far. And concerns obviously all round the ground for the well-being of the American captain at the moment.
Yeah, a big loss for the US, not just because Kate Daly's a fantastic player, but to lose your captain this early in a match like this, especially when New Zealand are being so dominant. Very important that they can pull them, get themselves together and come back at New Zealand.
Yeah, Shayna Turley wearing 20 is the replacement for the captain. Medical support will take their time to make sure that
As soon as you see the movement here,
Kate
though.
Daly
right?
is comfortable. That all precautions, all the necessary precautions are taken before she is ferried off the field.
I had a very, very similar injury in my playing career. First of all, I want to get the brace, so I make sure that it's not moving anywhere, because that's the most painful thing, when it starts to move anymore. Then they'll get her on the stretcher, take their time.
Yeah, which they have just done.
I think they're just about there.
So there'll be some time added on here.
Helen.
They're getting them under there to support it well. And important for the US, it'll be hard for the team to see that happen to their captain, and if you're one of the players right there, shocking to see it. So they need to take a few deep breaths, have a quiet chat to each other, regroup, get ready to go again.
Fiao Faumasili, the New Zealand captain, goes over to have a quick word and to offer any assistance that she can. Concerns on the faces clearly of the American ladies losing their captain. As you say, it's a big blow for them, and we all wish Kate Daly well in the recovery process.
No. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. White ball.
Allez, Le Bleu. The next game up will be between France and Australia.
Time's in.
And Canada will be keeping a watchful eye on that one, because they're in the position at the moment where they will qualify.
Fine.
But
Set.
should Australia happen to win that and France come unstuck, well, who knows. So in the meantime then, it's 12-0, coming up to midway through the first half in this match between the Black Ferns of New Zealand and the USA Women's Eagles.
Hands away, Black.
2 tries to 0. Yeah, ball held in. You could clearly see that the ball was held after the tackle on the ground.
And who comes out with it again? Casey Robertson. She's been everywhere, such an important player for this team, the heart, the soul of the team. She's right in there, stealing the ball. At the moment, the USA just cannot get their hands on the ball for more than a couple of phases in a row.
Well, if Casey Robertson has her hands on the ball, after all, she breaks in cattle just for fun.
Right here, White. Just give me a little bit black. Right here. Yep.
Amelia Rule from the Sydenham Rugby Club in Christchurch. Sat out the 2012 season, returned rejuvenated in 2013.
White one out, white one. 3 around, 3 around.
Just a lot of rugby, missed the 2010 World Cup as well, so particularly disappointing for her to make a comeback in World Cups and not progress as far as they want.
Jensen again asking questions. Answered emphatically there by Sadie Anderson. The way she goes rather laterally. Bravilada, 23-year-old. Powerful and dynamic player that she is.
Leave it black.
The ball is tied in there. Well, she's seen Jensen put in those valuable kicks. Munyata has plenty of time inside her own 22. Spiraling kick downfield. Didn't get the distance perhaps that you would have hoped for. Especially the referee's assistant didn't see it that way.
Right here, White.
Not quite the distance, but a safe kick nonetheless. Cleared the lines. US going for another shorter line. It's been a favourite tactic of theirs this tournament, running their big ball carries at midfield.
Yeah, Rosier, the fly half, had to reach forward for that one. And again, look how well organised the Black Ferns are in defence.
Number 6.
Well, on this occasion, it's Linda Itunu, the player penalised.
Show me a clear release, okay?
Kugler take the ball up in the midfield
No
so
problem.
often.
Show me a release and then
steal the
clear
ball,
who goes up,
comes off
okay?
her feet, not supporting her own body weight, so it's a penalty to the USA.
Stop, Black, stop.
Tall Eloise Blackwell down the front for New Zealand. As colleagues look to prop her up to challenge for the line-out. Came to nothing though, and the Americans driving forward. Good leg drive there from Hope Rogers, the tight head prop. Quick ball, the quick release, that's what's required here. But excellent work again by New Zealand in defence.
Finally, US seemed to getting a bit of momentum, didn't they? But I think knocked on an error in there. They've been in the earlier pool rounds. The US very dependent on their pack, who've been very, very powerful, dominating Kazakhstan and really helping to get back in the game against Ireland, but it's not quite going to plan for them here.
So what, Augustine and Rogers in that front row.
Crouch! Fine! Come on up, guys, let's reset that. Forward, okay? They'll equally come to meet you.
Yeah, both teams, both sets of forwards wanting to gain an advantage. The referee, Shari Turnbull, knows all about the tricks of the trade, it would appear.
Set.
Solid bind from Tehari Fox. Robertson. You have to pull it to ground early. Black Ferns there in numbers, allowing Breeze here to fire that kick downfield. Well taken by Baravilala. Huge roar goes up from the crowd as Rosier this time takes it up, tackled by 2-3 black shirts. But Avilala onto the lock forward, Sarah Walsh from the Berkeley Blues, an All-American basketball player. And that could still work out well for the Americans as Rogers sets it up on the 22-meter line. Rosier with a show, gets in behind the Black Ferns defense before shooting out a speculative pass, really. And no harm done. Well, until Robertson gets her hands on it, that is.
Take it back. Nothing coming from the knock-on.
Yeah, I think New Zealand would have turned that ball over at the break then had it not been an advantage for the knock-on, hence why they've gone back. For the moment, it's just too many little errors from both teams, really. No momentum, no flow to the game, really, yet.
No, it's a little stop-start, isn't it?
Straight in. Crouch! Crouch! Bind! Set!
Turning into quite an arm wrestle between Sarah Chobot and Stephanie Tiare-Fox. This is the replacement. A lovely step inside from Shane Turley. It's on its way. Avilala with that little hitch kick. So strong, powerful. The American centre. I'm surprised that she's such a big favourite. Just couldn't make the ball available.
Overcomplicating a little bit. There are lots of little passes into play, but weren't really going anywhere. Weren't really challenging the defence. It goes behind the back to Venetia McGee. Venetia managed to set the ball up.
You can stay there, Marie.
Bits of the fullback is up in midfield, and this time it's Avilala who's dropped back to halfway.
Yeah, they seem to be interchanging in attack. Avilala will be at 13 in defence, often at 15. They must think perhaps she's got better kicking skills for fielding the ball and returning it.
Jensen does well under pressure from Turley, the replacement.
Give me a bit perfect.
Yeah, it worked out well for the US in the end, hasn't it? They've not made much ground there, New Zealand, so a chance for the US to put the line out. And again, throwing those big runners out into the midfield. You have to expect Kugler to get her hands on the ball again.
Again, a lot of movement, but it was all a ploy, wasn't it? To just pop that throw into the front of the line. Well, not necessarily a jumper either, a plodder, perhaps I should say. But still, the Americans can't find a way through. This time, perhaps. The two lock forwards in concert, Sarah Walsh and Carmen Farmer. She wears 4. Rosier will spin it out wide this time as Bitzer comes in from fullback. Oh, terrific work here by the Americans. But look how the New Zealanders look to hold up the ball carrier, looking for the scrum.
Very well defended, wasn't it? As you say, held it up, didn't let the US get the ball to ground. So they keep using the US Kugler up the middle, and it's becoming easy for teams to read because it's an option that they use so often. And you can see that New Zealand had it completely covered there off about third phase after the line out.
Bind!
Still their camp in the New Zealand 22.
Come on up. Both you guys here. It's all right. Just wipe here, wipe the blood. Both you guys here. Oh, you better bind, right? Both your binds are short. Long bind.
Sherry Turnbull wants the long bind, the reaching out over the shoulder.
Yep.
Keep the back straight.
Crouch.
USA go
Bind.
down very low here.
Set.
There is the long bind from Tiare Fox. Americans getting a good drive on. Jensen in trouble here. Brazier. Oh, sterling work there by the outside half. Gives the forwards an opportunity to get there, but it's spilt forward. Advantage USA.
Yeah, Brazier has done very, very well to clear that off, hasn't she? A little bit of jinxing behind her own try line, but gets knocked over in the contact area. Big, big opportunity for the USA now.
Stay this side, okay? Make sure I got square on that side.
Again, the cheer goes up from a section of the crowd here. The USA supporters willing their team on to get a score on the half hour, which will bring them back right into this match.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Back line, Black.
Claire Richardson defending the narrow side. Here it comes. McGee, though, well tackled. Some 8 metres short of the New Zealand try line. Forwards gather round. Far too many black shirts there. Preventing anything from developing. Spun out on the loop to Sarah Chobot. Hard and low. This time it'll come out from Rosier to the fullback. Bitzer still going in the shadow of the New Zealand post. That's what is required. Quick ball to Borivalava, almost up to the New Zealand try line. Referee right on the spot, and still it's there for Bitzer. Having another go up from fullback. She wasn't born even when the Eagles beat the Black Ferns back in 1991. Lovely presentation of the ball there. The try surely has come. The referee had her eyes looking elsewhere. Slight embarrassment.
Use some help from the assistant referee here, couldn't she? Is that ball over the line?
Just on the whitewash, I'm sure.
No grounding. Penalty. Off your feet. No advantage. No advantage.
Well, she hasn't consulted the referee's assistant. So what will be the decision? Scrum time? Yeah, good idea to tie in the forward 8.
I was playing advantage for off your feet.
Ties in the New Zealand pack. Here we see it, the pickup, the dive for the line, and it looks like it made contact with the line, doesn't it? But the referee didn't see it. No help from the assistant referee, so try not given. Ruth Mackay pushes it back off the line afterwards. So disappointing from the USA, but they've still got a 5-metre attacking scrum.
Crouch.
So a let off there for New Zealand. On this side of the scrum, we've got Sadie Anderson poised. Get another penalty, taken quickly by Gillian Potter, sometimes captain of the USA Women's Eagles Sevens. Offloads to Carmen Farmer, reaching out. Seng, Bitzer, onto Bratton.
We're playing advantage.
Still playing advantage. Seng again. The advantage is still there. And still, the Americans keep plugging away through Sarah Walsh this time. Bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, penalty after penalty from New Zealand. Wasn't see what the referees got to say about all these infringements.
That'll be it. Advantage for 10 offside and advantage for 12 offside here. No more. Yep.
Oh, come on, we get all the fouls.
So that can be construed as a final warning, I think so.
Yeah, too many offsides, too close to the line, stopping the US making ground. It's a knock-on in the end there, but it was referee was playing advantage.
Black offside.
They've chosen a scrummage again, the US, to pull that defence in.
Come up to meet the hit, okay, guys?
Americans having every confidence in their scrimmaging, forgoing the chance of 3 points. They would want more, wouldn't they, having been pressing for so long on the Black Ferns try line.
So many options for the US in attack. Venetia McGee standing wide on the right. Wherever Lala lurking behind here, could do a run through the middle, and then of course the US back row carries so well.
There's the pickup from the lock forward there at the base of the scrum for America. Sarah Walsh, that's McGee, spun out again from Tseng, taken up by Hope Rogers, the tight head. Done some sterling work in this opening half hour. That's Turley, the replacement. It's all hands to the pump now then for the Ferns, as the front row union get a grips with the game once more. A metre short, perhaps inches even short. This time perhaps. Far too many bodies there. Surely must come out this time. Rosier into Bratton on the scissors. But it's been stolen by New Zealand. The breakaway. An advantage clearly over for a moment as Barivalava goes in search. The kick there was from Jensen, the scrum half, I think it was.
Good hands in, Marie. Marie.
So the Eagles have to start all over again as the clearance kick comes in. But all credits to New Zealand for that resolute defence.
Yeah, they weren't giving up, New Zealand, were they, in the end? Just managed to force the turnover. Justin Levere's tackle forced the turnover. Then Emma Jensen doesn't panic. No pressure on her. Runs round under the post and makes the clearance kick. But still possession for the USA. The New Zealand really haven't had any possession in the last 10 minutes.
Denied what would appear to be a certain try a few minutes ago. But here they come again then.
Not over top! Not over top,
22.
Black. Not over top.
There it is. Well covered. Tseng to Rosier. Good angle in midfield from Bratton. Turley taken by Itunu and Robertson. Rosier. This time it's a little speculative kick, but Winyata has it well covered. Calls for the mark as well. So a chance to clear the lines then for the New Zealand fullback.
Yeah, the kick just too close to someone like Winyata, who covers the ground so well, has the presence of mind to call the mark.
White on the touch, judge.
So one or two walking wounded in that Black Ferns side. Rule it was to take the kick eventually. To run it back then, Sadie Anderson, a neat little hitch kick which usually takes the player away from defenders. Referee not happy.
And he hit him, he made a good tackle, and then she's trying to drive through the ruck, but I think a hand crept in there, so more possession for the USA.
Okay. You're good, yep.
So Anderson will look to put this one deep inside the New Zealand 22. Not a bad effort. Not quite long enough, I don't suppose, to set up a rolling maul from here. A little too far out. Augustine. Oh, picked off so easily by Eloise Blackwell. Well, it wasn't going to work a second time, was it?
She read it very well, but the rest of her team didn't, and didn't look after her if she got the ball.
She made up for it.
Leave it, leave it.
Casey Robertson again. Again in the breakdown. There's no one looking after Eloise Blackwell, and she steals the ball, but then in comes Casey Robertson. So many turnovers, playing like an open side flanker at the breakdown.
Well, once she steps or sets up those powerful legs, there's no moving her, is there? Once she gets her hands on the ball, like a limpet. Absolutely no way that you can shove her off the ball. So New Zealand have weathered the storm. They still hold on to that 12-0 advantage. Following the two tries from Manuel and Richardson.
Play on.
Cleared up by Blackwell from the Ponsonby club in Auckland. The experienced campaigner is the Black Ferns number 4.
Leave it, White 7. No.
On the decoy run was Manuel Winyata, looks to brush aside the attentions of Vanisha McGee.
Chef McGee and Bitzer closing down on Miria Rule puts a lovely pass into Winiata, but McGee just grabs hold of it, and Bitzer is there as well.
Yeah, fortunately for the Americans, Bitzer was there. McGee showing Winiata the outside. Thanks very much.
Play on.
US line-out just hasn't functioned well at all, has it?
No, it was Everett that time, the loose forward, promoted to lock forward for this match.
Off black.
Ooh, just pops it up. Brazier. New Zealand getting into the stride again. Hirimi. Bitzer's going through a lot of work. As this time it's McGee who's back there covering. The wingers in turn. Sometimes it's Baravilala, the centre, dropping back. Augustine. The hooker setting it up some 5 meters inside her own 10-meter line. Some good effort from Bitzer once more. Hirimi. She'll have a go.
Wide advantage, lost forward.
Good tackle coming in from the States. Well, that was a kick that no one really knew what is going to happen, except Tseng herself, perhaps. Well, she's done well, because there's nobody chasing that kick, and she had to do all the work herself. Scrum half, please. There we are. Rosier. Sarah Walsh. Can the States get a try before half-time? They've come so close. In fact, they've got to the whitewash on one occasion, denied a score, though. Carmen Farmer wasn't ready for the pass that came her way, and there she is, number 4. Advantage, US of A. Rogers. So strong.
No!
No momentum in that drive from Sarah Walsh, as he just flops to the ground and sets it up again. Rosier, she only had Gillian Potter way out on the left, so she has to go back into the heavy traffic and set it up again. The Americans all crowding around the ball. There's no organisation in the back line, though it wouldn't appear to be at the moment. Baravilala standing back in the fly half position. There she is. To McGee. Well, no one really knew again what was happening, a breakdown in communication. And somehow the States have managed to hold on to possession here. Potter. Clock has turned to red at the end of the first half. 41 minutes on the clock, and there'll be some time added for that injury to Kate Daly, the American captain. Drops low to get that kick away. McGee taking on Winiata.
Penalty advantage, White.
Good leg drive coming in from Linnell Kugler. 26 caps to her name. Rogers, first capped against France in June of last year. Rosier can get behind the New Zealand defence of Amiria Rule. Tseng just about manages to keep the ball in play. The advantage was always there to US of A.
Flag.
And the referee's assistant on the far side wants to have a word.
US have had a huge amount of possession, but really aren't getting anywhere, are they? Need a general in the middle of the pitch directing people at the moment. They look quite lost. There's forwards out there waiting for the ball to take in, but they don't know. There's no structure.
Okay.
So Helen O'Reilly is the
I'm assuming you want penalty. Yeah.
referee's assistant on the far side.
So we don't have a number.
There has been a
the
warning.
black player recklessly shoulder charging into the ruck, okay? So talk to your players, make sure I don't have that again. Lucky that I don't have a number.
Yeah, just here,
make a wrap.
referee Turnbull saying, lucky I don't have a number. Otherwise, New Zealand will be down to 14 players.
It was on the edge, wasn't it? It was on the edge, but the assistant referees says a reckless shoulder charge, a penalty to the USA, so knock on immediately.
And that will bring the first half to a close. So despite all the territorial advantage for the last 10-15 minutes or so, the USA denied a score but it's not reflected, that effort, on the scoreboard. So at half-time, it is those 2 tries which separate New Zealand from the Americans. 12-0 at the break. New Zealand now cannot qualify for the Cup semi-finals. But there's pride at stake, and at the moment, at the top of the second half. Tries for Richardson and Manuel mean that the Black Ferns head the US of A by 12-0. As Brazier hoists the high one downfield, taken by Vanessa McGee. Still going. Paravilala, the outside centre.
Point advantage. Black roll.
As it was at the end of the first half. Advantage USA, driving forward into the heart of that New Zealand defence. Bitzer, as we've seen time and time again in the opening 40, coming up from the full-back position. There she is again at scrum half. Seng. Josie Seng scoops it up. Thinks about having a go herself. This looks promising. Linnell Kugler. The open side. Oh, so slow. So the Americans start all over again. Spinning it out this time to Rogers. Staying on her feet initially. Good work by the prop forward. Now then, will the gap open up? It might just do, you know, for Katie Augustine. 4 metres short of the New Zealand try line. Barreling forward is Sarah Walsh, and the referee this time is on the spot. But
No. Lost forward, guys.
spots
Black scrum.
that the ball was lost forward.
And USA get the ball over the try line again, but it doesn't count when you knock it on the way through. So close there, so close. Sarah Walsh wasn't. It was a lovely line, but the ball, the referee called, was knocked on before it got down over the try line.
Well, that looked a perfectly good score to me. Unless it had been knocked forward in the moment prior to that.
All US again, isn't it? All US at the end of the first half. All US now. New Zealand simply can't get their hands on the ball.
Looking to apply the pressure here, but it's a solid scrimmage, and you'd want Casey Robertson that 8, wouldn't you? Powerful and strong, and able to hold the ball up sufficiently for the cavalry to arrive. She of the yellow boots, Bui Baravilava. Well, the Black Ferns have been warned time and time again. And there was a final warning about 10 minutes from the end of that first half for repeated infringements. Rosier. Oh, well picked up by Bratton. The gap opens up this time. Anderson, she's away. Weaving her way this way and that through the New Zealand defence. And look how many white shirts there are there. Surely the try has to come. Well, that's a laboured pass to Vanessa McGee, and that's given the Black Ferns time to regroup.
Anderson really needed someone on her shoulder then, didn't she? She powered through, but there was nobody with her.
Spun out Bitzer, deserves a try for all her efforts so far. And again, the Americans crowding in there, and still saying wants more bodies, and gets assistance in the shape and form of Hope Rogers. So this time will Hope turn into a score for the US of A. Showing plenty of ambition here and adventure as well. 1 metre, 2 metres short perhaps. Sterling work there by the New Zealand tight end prop Tiare Fox to hold out the charging Hope Rogers. It's there for Tseng. Rather excitable Tseng. Will this time will the try be allowed? Oh my goodness me.
Right here. On the line. Probably
knocked on again by the USA. Just so close to the try line. They're getting so close to that whitewashing. Can't get over it.
Well, that time it was clear cut and clearly lost forward. Referee Turnbull looking for the offside.
Back foot, Black!
Tseng egging on her forwards.
No.
Advantage US of A. There it is. Could be a gap there for Tseng. No, she won't have a go herself this time. And once more, the Americans are denied. And once more, it's Bitzer. Well, it's been a long time coming. If the inevitable is going to happen this time. There's Linde Tunu who's being pinged here.
Straight off her feet in this area. Can't have it. That's cynical.
Excellent cover tackle from Emma Jensen, first of all, but then Itunu off her feet. Referees called, so she's stealing the ball but wasn't able to stay on her feet as she stole it.
On her feet.
Cynical, you probably heard the words from Shelly Turnbull.
Please, Black! No hands, Black! Leave it, Black! Roll, Black!
It is Linde Tunu, I can assure you. That's gone to the sin bin. 5 minutes into the second half.
Yep.
The American forwards look to organise themselves right on the New Zealand try line. Tseng spins it out. Bratton on the angle.
Black advantage, lost forward.
Again, it's lost forward in the tackle. And again, it's that number 8, Casey Robertson,
Off her feet.
doing exceptional work in defence.
The USA just cannot find a way over that New Zealand try line, can they? It's looked for all money like they were going to get over 2, 3, 4 times now, but somehow this proud New Zealand side is shutting them out, keeping them from getting there. And that time, as you say, Casey Robertson, who's been the standout player.
Give me half step, White. A little bit more, little. Black. Stop, White.
Brian Evans, the New Zealand coach,
Some more.
disguising his feelings well.
Get it going forward, Black. Three white.
Black Ferns driving downfield, the ball shielded by the captain, Fiao Famusili.
One stop, Black.
Trampling over the American
Advantage. Off Black.
defenders there. Bitzer once more in the thick of the action. Rosier to McGee. She's got Barry Valava. Difficult to stop is Vanisha McGee. 3 tries on the warm-up tour of England and Wales.
Turnover.
New Zealand have won the turnover. Jensen to Everett, to the try scorer, Claire Richardson.
It's a naive play from New Zealand on the outside. They're trying to move the ball into the wide open space, but that close to the touchline, you really need to be stepping inside. Claire Richardson plays a lot for rugby in the centre, so maybe just not quite so used to playing that close to the touchline. But more possession for the USA again.
If I'm asking for a step, you got to give it. Okay, guys, give me half step.
So the Americans must make the numerical advantage count now.
On the mark.
One short in the line-out and in the scrum as well. Turley, the replacement. Bratton in midfield, opening the door for Paravilala. Still no way through. Turley has another go. Queuing up outside here. The Americans seem to be quite disorganized behind. The forwards are doing sterling work here. Tseng not even looking to pass it out wide here. Options left and right. That's Anderson. Parivalala pops up on the wing this time. Still, there's no way through. McGee recovers.
Back!
Well, they're winning and retaining possession, but not much else at the moment. Winiata.
Inside.
Anderson again has it well covered. Against the clutches of Winiata, very close to the near touchline here. Baribalala does extremely well to clear out Augustine. Oh, lovely little pass inside to Hope Rogers. Well, she's gone through lots and lots of work tonight as the tight head prop. America need a scrum half here, get it in the form of Rozier, who's quite able to play at scrum half or outside half, fly half, call it what you will. Bratton, as Turnbull plays advantage here to the States.
7 Black.
The USA have got possession after possession after possession, but they don't have at the moment the organisation to make the most of it. Often they've got a huge pod of forwards standing, waiting as first receiver. Difficult at the moment with the scrum half staying down, but even when she's playing, they've got a huge pod of forwards. And Rozier, the 10, is behind them. There's no path between 9 and 10, so there's no direction for that pod of forwards. It just looks like they're almost making it up as they go along. They need somebody to take the game by the scruff of the neck, to direct the play, to send them in the right directions, to tell them that the moves that they want to be played. At the moment, that direction's not there, and it just looks leaderless, it looks headless.
That's exactly what's lacking at the moment in the play of the Americans, and this time they will go for the posts. 12-0.
Okay.
Rozier. 15s and 7s player from Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the first kick of the match. Well, the Eagles spurned opportunities in the first half. Gets good height and from in front of the posts. Kimberly Rozier opens the USA's account. It's 12-3 as the Black Ferns make a few replacements here, a few changes. On comes Kendra Coxedge at scrum half, and Alicia Nelson wearing 17 in the front row, along with Kathleen Wilton.
Good call from the US to take the points there. They've had so much possession, nothing's come of it. Good to get points on the board, but they have to get that organisation of the game if they want to really get back into it.
Americans competing well at the breakdown. Well, that young lady has gone through a huge amounts of work. Also, Mia Bitzer. It's interesting how the Americans sort of interchange the backs in various ploys and plays. There's a stray boot lying on the field there, some 10 meters behind the American attack. Well, just when you thought that Venetia McGee was going to get a clear line of sight to the Black Ferns try line, drops the ball. Not the best of passes, not the easiest of passes to take either. Not
the best of passes, but in the game when you're starved of possession, as Venetia McGee really has been in open space, certainly she really wanted to take that one. That was really the first chance for her to stretch her legs and show us all what she could do. She's a great runner in open space, Venetia McGee. We've seen it in the sevens. She was captain of the sevens for a while. Very good player there, but really hasn't had the opportunity to do it in this tournament.
Venetia McGee from the New York Rugby Club, from Ewing, New Jersey. There she is, wearing 14. So the boot has been restored. And Sarah Shobot, the loose head prop who lost the boot in that confrontation. So 12-3. New Zealand down to 14 players. Linda Itunu in the sin bin. Quickly taken by Casey Robertson. Shoveled out there from Justine Lavea. In from the left, that's Claire Richardson. New Zealand have weathered the storm. Robertson this time in midfield. Rules has had a quiet time of it of late. On to Rowena Everett. Off her left foot. Didn't go forwards. Cox edge to Brazier. Robertson offering herself, but that she was a decoy. Manuel not quite sure where anyone was really. Hirimi stepping over the tackler. 20 meters out from the American try line. Robertson has to be stopped. Takes 2 women's Eagles to bring her to ground. And there are gaps in that American defense. Brazier rather, to the replacement Kat Wilton. And it all peters out into nothingness.
Finally, some possession and some continuity from New Zealand, but the mistake in the end, knocking the ball over in the contact area.
Jamie Burke comes on for the USA for her 49th cap.
Long-standing servant of the game in the US, Jamie Burke, will have been around for a very, very long time and will hopefully make that 50 cap mark in this tournament.
Hold your mark, White.
Well, she made the World 15 in the best of the 2010
Crouch.
Rugby World Cup players. Down playing at the University of Virginia.
Set.
The 3rd World Cup. Assistance required here.
Hands away, Black.
But Seng is a little frantic, isn't she, at the base of that USA scrum and maul. Anderson, good boot on her. So lifts the pressure on the American try line. So just the 3 points then, whilst Linda Itunu was in the sin bin.
Just hold for a second. I'm just looking for you to keep your feet, okay? 2 sets, White.
2 more substitutes on for the Stade Jean-Bouin. Blaney wearing 19 and Emily Bidwell wearing 21. 21 for New Zealand is Rennie Wycliffe.
Right here, Black. Right here.
Interestingly coming on for Slika Winyata.
Good right there, yeah. We'll put White right
Slika
here.
Winyata's played a lot of rugby in this tournament so far. She's played every minute of the previous matches. So Rennie Wycliffe comes on at 15, and it really is an exciting back 3 still. Slika Winyata replaced by Wycliffe. A lot of pace out there.
Looked for a second as if Shane Turley had been turned.
Straight off your feet.
Penalty is suddenly going against the United States.
Up.
And a chance for 3 points here if Brazier wants to have a go to restore that 12-point advantage. And time perhaps for everybody to have a breather.
Took a little while to make that decision, New Zealand, but Emilia Rule going for the touchline to give New Zealand very good attacking position. See if they can get that driving ball going. We've seen it far, far deeper into their own territory. They managed to make very good distance with it then.
5 numbers then, Charlotte. 5, 5 and 1.
But we've got a lot of forwards out in the back line.
New Zealand reducing the numbers in the line-out. Cox edge rushes in to retrieve the ball. Brazier, the Americans up very quickly from defence to prevent Hani Hirimi from doing any damage, and she's quite capable of doing. Nelson, the replacement wearing 17, has a go. Rule, good hands to Everett. She played well against Ireland from the back row position, but finding herself at lock forward in this one.
Again, New Zealand getting the better of the breakdown decisions from the referee now. USA competing illegally, coming in from the side in a scrum called. Interesting decision from New Zealand.
Very interesting. The USA have had to be on their guard here because I think referee Turnbull has somebody's number in that white shirt.
Here's your mark.
An interesting call and a good one from New Zealand. When this New Zealand backline gets it right, it's a devastating backline with that combination of Rule and Manuel in the centres and the back three of Richardson, Wycliffe and Hirume. They have the potential to be devastating, and this pulls in the US forwards, giving that backline a lot of space, but let's see what they've got up their sleeve.
Richardson poised to come in outside Brazier, perhaps Brazier facing that scrum at the moment, so what's going to happen? Rule, Richardson, loops on the wide outside, Wycliffe, and a sudden try here, second for Manuel. Huriana Manuel, as you said, you call it, Sue, when they get it right.
Yeah, if there's a surprise for me in this tournament, it's how few times we've seen New Zealand do things like this. This is what we expect to see from New Zealand. Pull the pack in tight, make a huge amount of space for your backline, slick passing, get over the gain line, Hirume that time over the gain line, then move it into the wide open spaces. This time it's Manuel finishing off, but that, over the years, is what we come to expect from New Zealand. We simply haven't seen enough of it this tournament.
Second try of the match for Huriana Manuel. She's taking a bang, taking a knock to her calf or to the lower leg. And she goes over, but a good score for New Zealand. Richardson coming in off the left wing was a decoy runner. Huriana Manuel on the loop.
Yeah, we saw Hirume, who's the player that did take the ball in, and that's another thing that I guess is disappointing for me in this tournament. We just haven't seen Hirume with her hands on the ball very much at all. We haven't seen her with it in the wide open space, and we haven't seen her with it making those runs into the midfield to tie in the defence.
The conversion falls short, but New Zealand have a tight grip on this match. They brought on further substitutes. Linda Tuno comes off. Catch up with the numbers shortly.
Should have it come off. 13? 13. Where's 13? She's down there, guys. We're good. Thank you. Time's on.
States kick long from the restart. Robertson. Yeah, she'll have a go from anywhere. Sets it up just inside the New Zealand 22. A feeling that they're looking to break loose here. Roja Savage is on. Fraser took a heavy hit from Turley. Good hands. And once more it's Shakira Baker.
Leave it wide, 4 out.
Cox edge, change of direction. Looking for the runners, and finds them in Kat Wilton.
Release Black.
Surprising what fresh legs can do. This time it's been turned over by the States. Tseng. He's got a good pass as Tseng.
Just forward, according to the referee. That one just forward to, I think, Emily Bidwell, who's just come on the pitch. But New Zealand stringing the faces have played together a bit more. Big hit on Kelly Brazier, but she gets straight back up. New Zealand have brought Shakira Baker on the wing, 2 big runners, 1 on each wing now. Moved Richardson into Manuel's position in the centres, and you can see they're trying to work the ball out here to Shakira Baker as much as they possibly can.
Natalie Marchino is on for Maya Bitzer, who's had a very good game. Makes no difference that she's got 15 on her back. I'm not so sure how much time. It'd be interesting to see how much time she actually did spend at that full-back.
Yeah, she was at 13 a lot, wasn't she, with Baravilala moving back into 15 and often at first receiver as well, all over the place, really.
But that surely disrupts the flow of play, doesn't it? trying to work out the mindset of USA coach.
Set.
Certainly it seemed at times that the team's struggling to know who's going to be where and
Exactly.
when and who's directing play.
Coxedge finds Kirimi. Robertson, good support work, presents it neatly. Brazier, Rule would call for it in midfield. But whenever she gets the ball, there are
Hands away, White!
2 American ladies, women, on her immediately. Lovely pass there from Wycliffe. You can see how organised the Black Ferns are behind. They're lying deep here.
Balls out.
Need to secure possession first, and they do so through the captain. Farmosili to Coxedge. One more pass. No, won't be needed. And that is the 4th try, which brings with it a bonus point for the Black Ferns. But
That's
it
more
won't
like
make
it.
any difference, will it, really?
It won't to them. Unfortunately for them, it won't. But this is far more like it from New Zealand. Retaining possession, probing the blind side. That's what they've done so well in the last 5 or 10 minutes. They moved it one way, they moved it quickly back down the blind side. Obviously identified that the US are not defending so well there. Lovely offload from Farmosili to Coxedge. And the big dummy, all 9s like those big dummies down there, and she cuts inside over the try line.
So just to recap, that defeat to Ireland on Tuesday has cost the world champions dearly. And they were relying on some other results going their way. But with a draw between England and Canada, 13 points all, and that took qualification away from New Zealand for the Cup semi-finals.
Any other result in that game and it would all have been okay for New Zealand. Nobody foresaw a draw. It's such a rare result, isn't it, in rugby? So tough for New Zealand. But as you say, it was out of their hands once they lost that game against Ireland.
So Brazier adds another 2 points. 33 points now to Kelly Brazier in the tournament from 3 games. The New Zealand Women's Rugby Player of the Year in 2013. Again, States kicked long from the restart.
11 hold.
Just under 15 minutes of play remaining. No one seemingly wanting to pick up the loose ball. And it's lost forward from Natalie Machino, 22 for the States. Good hand from Richardson, combining well with Kirimi, two wing three-quarters.
Scrum.
No advantage, so they'll come back for the scrum.
Lots of options for New Zealand now. Scrum in the middle of the pitch, so big space, both sides. Wycliffe and Hirume lurking on the right-hand side.
Bind.
Brazier, Rule, Richardson on the other.
It's an imposing looking back lineup, isn't it? Wycliffe, little hitch kick, and takes her away from the American defenders. Well, it's deserving that she should get the try. She started it all, and she finishes it in style. Rennie Wycliffe, and that's brought a smile to the New Zealand bench.
Yeah, very well worked right-hand blindside move off the scrummage. Coxedge makes it by really taking the ball on at pace, and then the hitch kick from Wycliffe, and then lovely interplay between the two of them. Really, that was the Wycliffe and Coxedge show, and an excellent finish from her. Honey Hirume waiting on the outside, but she's never going to get her hands on the ball.
No way was she going to get her hands on the ball there.
Thank you.
So the young lady from Manurewa gets a 5th try for New Zealand. Yeah, Ireland capitalised on New Zealand mistakes, didn't they? They'd done their homework well. disrupted their patterns and flow.
Yeah, we've seen in the last 10 or 15 minutes how devastating the New Zealand back line could be, but Ireland never let them break loose, never let them get up ahead of steam.
Brazier scuffing that one. Looked as if she'd kicked the tee. Quite a few supporters, family and friends have made the long journey to Northern Europe, possibly combining it with a holiday as well. Called for, undertaken by Alicia Nelson. New Zealand well into their stride here with just over 10 minutes remaining. McGee now then with a little space to run. Let's see what she can do. Felicia McGee looking to turn the New Zealand defence inside out. She's made good yardage, some 30-40 metres gained. Now can the USA take advantage? Seng to Rosier. Oh well. Looked so promising, didn't it, when McGee got the ball in her hands out on the near side here.
So when you
It
initially
did,
went
and that's
in
what
on it,
Phoenicia
you
McGee
didn't have your
can
weight.
do in
So that's
broken
why I
field
said,
play.
okay,
The
just
kick
push away.
chase from New Zealand was a bit lopsided. There was a lot of chasing on her left-hand side, nobody on the right, left her a huge space to run into, and great field position, but a simple mistake in the end hands the ball back to New Zealand.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Seng keeping a watchful eye. Robertson loves the rough and tumble, doesn't she? Brazier to Everett. Brazier again, looking for that step. Support is there.
No hand wide.
Coxedge. Quick offload.
White advantage. Why the white have the advantage?
Rare mistake from Robertson.
Still white advantage. 19 black offside.
An offside in midfield. Emily Bidwell.
Rule black, get out.
The replacement. Takes it back into contact. Turley
Still have the
came on
advantage, white. Penalty advantage.
in the first half for the injured captain, Kate Daly. Good hands, McGee again. Takes on Robertson. Richardson, rather. Seng. Rosier. New Zealand hands on the ball. Baravilala. There's a useful fend there from Baravilala.
Time is off. I was playing an advantage for white. Got a flag.
So they'll come back for the injury in midfield. Oh. No holds barred.
So I was playing
Both
an
teams
advantage
trading
for white.
errors in handling at the moment.
What do you have for flag? Okay. You
I
recommend
think
come right here. Okay. Do you have a number?
overhearing conversation between Helen
Bring your ball
Riley
here.
and referee Turnbull. Watch for the leading with the elbow, I think, is what
captain.
is called. We winced a little, but, well, I did anyway.
So I was playing an advantage for you guys.
I'm not sure it was
For
intentional,
coming
was
up
it?
Here, my AR is not happy with how your player went into contact.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I'll
Do
go
you
have
talk
a
to
word.
them? Yep.
Certainly looks like a lower body injury rather than upper.
Sarah Wilson comes on for the States in place of Hope Rogers, and I have to say that she's had a sterling game, has the tight-end prop for
You guys give me the ball?
the American
Can you give me the ball?
Women's Eagles. Put a body on the line time and time again.
And you guys need to be 10 meters back, okay? Yeah. I don't have a number.
So number 18 is the injured player, Sanita Levave.
And a penalty to New Zealand for the leading with the elbow call. So they get a chance to clear their lines, but Levave doesn't look good there.
He needs assistance to come off the field, does Levave. A good, knowledgeable crowd here at Marcoussis, showing their appreciation, as they have done throughout the first 10 days of this tournament. As the tournament now moves on, of course, to its climax at the Stade Jean-Bouin in Paris, in the shadow of the Parc des Princes, for the main Cup semi-final and finals. So just over 8 minutes. The game has slipped away from the US of A.
Hold your line.
1 or 2 decisions gone against them. But New Zealand still looking good for their 26 points advantage on their 5 tries. All well taken. Plucked out of the air by Rowena Everett. Another Manu Rewa, Auckland player. And New Zealand getting the drive on. The captain.
No boots, no boots.
Some fancy footwork.
Take it out, leave it, leave it, leave it. Four wide out.
Roha Savage, wearing 19, evades the first tackle. The tackling is still resolute by the Americans. Look to have turned it over.
Back foot.
Yes, they have. Good work there at the breakdown. Paravilala, well picked up. This is Bidwell, that's on the left. The Americans there in numbers in midfield.
First from Black, then from White. White scrum. First one was here from Black. On the turnover.
The captain did extremely well. Fiawa Fa'amasuli.
Thank you.
Managed to get hands on the ball, didn't she? Just managed to get there.
Some fancy artwork on display.
See what the US backs have got up their sleeve if they get some good ball from the forwards off this scrummage.
Well, again, it's an interesting lineup behind for the States.
Free kick White. Black down across.
Marchino is poised to come in off the left wing. Anderson is at full-back. Quick ball, Rosier. But Avilala will have a go. That's a big hit coming in from Baker.
Yeah, when you can see Amidia Rule and Shakira Baker descending on you, it's never going to be easy. Baravilala coughs the ball up.
Yeah, the backs have rarely come close to the try line, have they? It's been the forward effort that's, well, should have brought them a try or 2 even.
Yeah, they've been tantalisingly close to the try line, the USA, a couple of times.
Play on. Leave it, White 9.
Robertson
Right there.
dives on the loose ball. Make sure that the Black Ferns come away with it through a Brazier. Baker in from the left to Wycliffe. The little kick through meant for Hirimi. That's Anderson. Faced with a threat of Hirimi. Oh, she's going to be bundled into touch, is she? Yeah, scragged into touch even.
Yeah, good chase from Hirimi. A slightly risky kick from Wycliffe in this position on the field, but Hirimi chased well, made it a good kick in the end. Possession for New Zealand.
Black. 4.
New Zealand have risen above their disappointment. They looked so deadpan when they came out onto the field, knowing that this was to all intents and purposes, dead rubber, purely because they do set high standards for themselves, and they know that they will be returning to The land of the long white cloud without the Rugby World Cup for the first time in 4 attempts.
USA! 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 USA!
So in the cool of the day here in Makusi, USA still plugging away, still looking for that elusive try. There's a reward for all their effort.
Inside. White, you're just outside the line. Black right here. Pull black.
Coming up, of course, it'll be France against Australia.
Off white.
And USA, the women's Eagles, their neighbours, near neighbours, Canada. We'll be looking at that game with interest, as the results could impact on their qualification status at the moment. They look poised to progress through to the Cup semi-finals. All that could change if Australia raise their game once more. Rosier to Paravilala, the little popper pass. Tseng to the hard-working Gillian Potter. Not one of Tseng's best passes. Surely, another chance, a half chance goes begging.
Another half chance, the USA, another mistake. Pass is not going to hand, not looking slick for the US out in the back line, that's for sure today. Just not quite getting the communication right, didn't know what each other were doing, did they, there, the USA?
Let's go!
Yeah, misunderstanding between Sadie Anderson and Venetia McGee. Well, I have to say, I have been impressed by Sadie Anderson on the left wing for the Eagles. Clock runs down, 2 minutes to the end of the match.
Crouch. Bind.
10 seconds, white, 10 seconds, white.
Set. Pull black.
Popped up there from Savage to Coxedge. Hirimi, well taken there by Marchino. Brazier goes back behind her own try line and still manages to get the ball away. Good work by the Black Ferns outside half. That is Sadie Anderson. Sometimes wing three-quarter, sometimes at full-back.
Black. White.
Marie Lamat is the referee's assistant on the far side, local official.
Fine. Off your feet. Straight off your feet, White.
So into the final minute then. The Black Ferns have restored wounded pride, and they come again, looking to finish with a flourish. Baker, she has got Whitecliffe on her shoulder. Neat little step inside. Rule is there, pops it back to Justin Levere. Brazier offering herself there was Aroha Savage. Hirimi. This time to the captain. Will it be a captain's try, I wonder? No. Could be a lock forwards try though for Everett, and that will be a scant reward really for all her hard work this evening. She's covered a lot of ground, has Everett. Amira Rule to Wycliffe once more then. To Levere. Levere for the corner. Levere will get there. Right on the stroke of full time. It's a 6th try for the Black Ferns. And that takes them out over 30 points.
By number 7, Justin Levere.
Well-worked try. Levere. A little check and then over in the corner. Helen O'Reilly, the assistant referee on this side, is happy. Rule with that long pass, finding Wycliffe, and she's made a difference since she's come on. She's got to try herself at a hand in 1 or 2 others. But it'll still be disappointment this evening for the Black Ferns and their supporters, and they will rue that loss to Ireland on Tuesday, which means that there will be a new name on the Rugby World Cup in 2014. The Black Ferns have claimed it on no less than 4 occasions. The USA won it the very first time back in 1991. Since then, it's found a home in New Zealand. Brazier with what is likely to be the last kick of the match. A difficult kick, drops short, and there it is, the final whistle. New Zealand will contest the 5th to 8th places. That's the best they can hope for, is a 5th position. And it's ended here at Marcusi, where the final scoreline, which reads New Zealand 34, the US of A 3.